about the jiva, individual. What are Hindu beliefs regarding that? One of the most famous with respect to the jiva is the karma siddhanta, or the theory of karma, as it's called. It's quite famous, everyone. Karma means action, but the theory of karma, as it's called, with respect to the jiva, is one core Hindu belief. The understanding of it is what I'll give you to some extent. Every action has a result. First, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. That all of you understand also. Very simple. No? If you do an action, there will be a reaction, a result. There cannot be a action without a result, or a result without a action. Is that clear? Lady was quite, size was quite good, went to Gurudev. And she said, Gurudev, I don't eat, but I don't know why I put on weight. So Gurudev said, really? You are a great example of an effect without a cause. So if there is an effect, there must be a cause. If there's a result, there must be a action behind it. So action and now, if an action is good, it results in sukha, and if an action is bad, it results in dukkha. The result of the action is measured as sukha and dukkha. What? The action is good, so every time you're experiencing joy, it's a result of a good action. And every time you're experiencing a sorrow, it's a result of bad action. So the result of sukha is, the result of good is sukha, and the result of dukkha, as you sow, so shall you reap. No. This is all simple to understand. There's nothing difficult about this. Next is the karta alone. This is all part of the karma theory. I'm not saying different. The karta alone becomes the bhokta. The doer becomes the enjoyer or the sufferer of the result, not anyone else. Now this is something we don't accept. Who becomes the result comes to whom? The doer of action. Not when, Swamiji, what are you talking? I am working and working and working day and night, and my children are all enjoying my money. And I don't even get a chance. I am so busy. I just drop dead at night, and they are all not working. They are blowing up all my money. They are blowing up the money they had probably earned some. They are getting that now. Okay? Have you understood that? Hey, Swamiji, should I allow them to keep on? You stop it. Then their karma will also end. You understand? Simple. The day you stop it, their karma has ended. That's when you will think of stopping it. You got it? So if you are suffering, don't say, what have I done? We say that most of the time. मैंने क्या किया? मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. मेरे को क्यों? Why? It's only we who have done. Have you understood this or not? Why am I? Why is he born blind? I'm not saying don't be sympathetic, but at the end of the day, realize this is the result of the karma. Have you got it? Nothing can happen without a result. I'm not saying don't have sympathy in your heart, don't help people who are, visually challenged or whatever, or someone with, physically weak or whatever. But remember that it is a result of your action that causes all of it. Is that clear? You don't have to get depressed about it. And how are those results formed? By your own actions. Okay? So, karta alone becomes what? Will you remember that? Karta alone becomes. So don't think I am enjoying someone else's good results, or someone else is enjoying my good results or bad results or anything like that. If it's come to you, means. But Swamiji, he put some spirit on me. That must also have been part of your whole. And someone will come and take it out also. That also is part of you understand? Swamiji, you talk of spirits. I'm not talking of anything, okay? Otherwise, the spirit thing will become a different. Like, I'm just telling you, whatever comes to your life is what? Is a result of your actions. Whatever comes to you. Whatever. Good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. Okay? Next. Supposing I have done 25 good actions and 50 bad actions, how many results will I have to enjoy or suffer? Come on, 25 or 75? Let's get that very clear. Good actions do not cancel bad actions. Swamiji, then what is the use of? Now is the time for my bad actions to come. So why should I keep doing good actions when they are not going to cancel the bad anyway? They told me that what? Now is my bad time. Now, definitely we have to go through 75, but the good actions help us in facing the bad actions better. Your entire mind becomes of a type where when the result of bad actions come, you can take it better. Let me explain this. Your children have exams. Supposing they have to give 10 papers, 10 different topics and subjects that they have to give exams about. And you ask, you have two children, let's say, the girl and the boy. So, the girl says, 9 papers she's fared very well. But the 10th paper is not good. She comes home, you ask her, how was the paper? How was the exams? All the exams, no? So she says, 9 were really good. I tell you, it was good, very good. But one question was not good. That's how she would. Now the boy. His 9 papers were very bad. And 1 was good. Now when he comes and you ask him, how was yours? He says what? 1 was good, but 9 were bad. How will she talk? 9 were, good, but 1. Isn't it true? See, for that good things overpower the. Have you got the point? So when I have done all the good, and each day, even if the bad comes, I am involved in doing good, what will happen? That attitude that I have will be what? A completely different attitude, positive attitude. The way I'll be able to take it. I remember one girl, she used to say this, if something happened to her, I always say, people say, why me, why me? So I always say, why not me? But this girl, whenever something happens, she says, try me. That's her way of looking at it. What a nice way. Try me. So she always that positive tone. So if something happens, come on, try me. That's a challenge.